Everybody, Barcelona takes care of business to the tune of Barcelona 3, Elche 1, and Barcelona goes to the Estadio Martinez and takes care of business once again to stay at the top of La Liga by, at this moment, 4 points once again to put that maximum pressure on Real Madrid. But boy, man, do I have a lot of thoughts tonight. Boy, do I have a lot of thoughts about this game. Because in so many ways that I can think of, it has never been so clear to me than it did today about Ferran Torres. And we all know what I'm going to say, right? Barcelona had a whopping 32 shots on goal. That is the most for the entire season. That is the most shots for the entire season, guys. That is borderline pathetic and unsustainable. The word that if you tell me describe this game with one word, describe this game with one word, I am going to tell you this is unsustainable. In that first half, Ferran Torres must have missed 6 chances. Fermin Lopez, 2 chances. But oh my goodness, man. I cannot be positive about today's game. I should have been wearing my red half victory shades. We played good enough to play so that I can wear my red half victory shades, and I can't wear them right now. I can't wear them right now. Not when we're playing like this. What a waste of chances. And the one thing that I'm taking away with this is not sustainable, guys. We cannot be happy with this performance. We cannot be happy with this game. The only thing that I'm happy about this game is that we took care of business and that we have the 3 points in the bag. There was one chance in the second half. Elche missed an amazing sitter, bro. An amazing sitter. It was on a silver platter, and he missed it. And it was 2-1, and we had missed so many open, wide net goals. That is ridiculous. Can you imagine if they would have been clinical in that moment? Can you imagine if they would have drawn the game at that point? Barcelona's heads would have been down, and it would have been a dagger shot to the heart after missing so many chance after chance after chance after chance. If we would have conceded in that moment, it would have been 2-2. I wanted to throw up at halftime. I literally did, bro. I wanted to punch a wall because I'm like, dude, the only silver lining was that we were winning that game. Can you imagine if we were playing on a do or die game against Chelsea, against Arsenal, against a top tier team in the Champions League? Ferran Torres is not Barcelona level. The only chance Ferran Torres has to be part of the squad is off the bench. Ferran Torres is good enough to be on the bench. And listen, I know what people are going to say. It's always the same thing with Ferran Torres. It's always the same thing with Ferran Torres. People are going to say, you know what? Yeah, at the end of the day, he still scores, right? At the end of the day, he still scores. Yes, Ferran scored 1 goal. He should have had a hat trick. The 1 goal that he scored, that should have been his second. And then right before the end of the first half, he missed another sitter one-on-one against the keeper. One-on-one. One-on-one. And he took the keeper away. That to his credit, right? He takes on the keeper and then takes the shot, and then defender slides on it and it stops it, man. Big up Omar Talks Football, man, for that raid, man. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you so much, man. Go subscribe to Omar Talks Football, everybody. I appreciate the raid, my friend. But listen, guys, This is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. By the way, let me take a moment since I just shout out to Omar. There's a link. There's a link pinned down in the comments, guys. Join the Discord right now. Everybody who loves Discords, I have officially launched the Barça Volume Discord. You can find it pinned down below. You click on it and you can subscribe to the Discord. There's about 30 members on there right now. So if you didn't know, you can do that. You can always join in. But let me go back to this game. I'm done with the negatives. I got the negatives right off the bat because I know you guys wanted to hear, and I know Ferran Torres, the best chance that he has is to just come off the bench. If he's not coming off the bench as a starter, he is not our guy. We cannot have our attacker or number one striker get 10 chances in the first half and score 1 goal. At least the most clear chances. There was one in front of the keeper. He takes the header. The keeper stops it, and he goes with his shoulder. He takes the header, and it hits the post. The header hit the post, and then it bounces back to him, and with his shoulder, he kicks it with his shoulder, and it hits the post again, bro. How many more chances does he need? How many more chances does he need to do that, bro? I cannot with this game in the first half, bro. And the only silver lining that I can think of, Balde was great today. Lamine Yamal, I'm going to leave my thoughts on Lamine Yamal for a second. But, for example, Balde was amazing. Frankie de Jong, today is a game. Frankie de Jong got a taste of Pedri's medicine. He got a taste of Pedri's medicine because Pedri always putting out great passes, and our attackers are missing them. If Mbappe was playing striker for us today, Mbappe would have scored 5 goals today. If, let's just say for the sake of our argument, if Victor Gyökeres, right? Or even what's this the striker from Galatasaray? Even Julian Alvarez today. Julian Alvarez is scoring, bro. Even Haaland, yes. Dude, Osimhen would have scored 3 goals today. We need a striker for next season if we want to be serious. If we want to be serious in the Champions League. If everybody here wants to win the Champions League, we better be sure we are going to need a striker. You know the one striker, Harry Kane, would have scored 5 goals today. Harry Kane would have scored 5 goals today. I am telling you guys, Harry Kane would have had so many goals. At the very minimum, a hat-trick. Very minimal, a hat-trick, bro. I am telling you, this is unsustainable. The level of football that Barcelona played today is amazing. We played amazing football. And you know what? Elche was playing horrible because Elche was playing us punch for punch. And it was, you know how suicidal that was? That was suicidal. The fact that the way they were playing against us, it was just literally suicidal, bro. They were attacking us. They even had a high line at one point. And you know what? Honestly, we should have taken more advantage of it. The only chance they had, they scored. How bad do we have to be for us to create 31 chances and score 3 goals? Elche had 2 chances and scored 1 goal. Inter Milan in the Champions League had 5 big chances and scored 5 goals against us. We need to be more clinical. And not just Ferran Torres. Fermin, you had a chance, wide open net. That should have been a goal right there. We are playing dangerous football. We are thinking we're just going to roll over, right? And we thought, after that first goal, it should have been an easy game for us. It should have been an easy game. It should have been 6-1 at the half. De Jong masterclass. Absolutely. Today, he should have had 5 assists. But the same syndrome that happens to Pedri, every player missing their chances. Now, let me get to the silver lining. This is the good news right here. This is the good news. besides another game. But I'm going to ask you guys right now, like the stream before I keep going. 285 people here. Big up to you guys for showing up on a Saturday, man. Big up to everybody in the chat, man. Everyone watching out there, please like this stream right now. Help me get to 100 likes immediately. But guys, this is the silver lining right here. Okay, I'm done talking negative. I already said my piece. Ferran Torres is a bench player at best. Even that kid from Elche, Álvaro, El Toro Álvaro, the kid from Castillas, the Real Madrid, that guy, he was better than Ferran Torres. You see that finish all the way down to the corner right there? Amazing, beautiful finish by Álvaro to put in the 1-1 for Elche today. And that was a beautiful design play. But let's talk about the game real quick. Because Lamine Yamal, once again, the silver lining of this team, put the team on his back. Amazing man of the match performance. We can argue, is it Frankie, is it Lamine? But one thing we cannot argue, one thing we cannot say, is that Lamine Yamal's prime is not back, and his issues with the pubic injury, it's all gone. That is all gone. Okay, it's behind him now. Lamine Yamal was a stud. He wasn't perfect. I still got a few things that I can criticize. By the way, Football Carnage is rated. Oh, I appreciate you, my guy. Everybody subscribe to Football Carnage show, Football Carnage channel, and Carnage Extra for Real Madrid content. And by the way, let me get to the super chat, man. There was a super chat over here. I didn't get to it. I apologize to you, brother. Okay, so Barca 605 with the $2 halo, man. Thank you so much. Lots of love, homie. Big up the work, Biscal Barca. Thank you so much for that super chat, bro. Let me get to this other super chat, and then I'll get my thoughts on Lamine Yamal in just a second. Guys, never give up if Ferran can make it as a pro. Big up, brother. Big up for the donation, man. I really do appreciate you, brother. Oh my God. So listen, man. I am so happy. The happiest thing that I see right now with this Barcelona is Lamine Yamal's injury is totally behind him at this point. He is balling out, and today he put the team on his back. And what was it? This was in the 6th minute. This was in the 6th minute when a beautiful pass once again by Mr. Oh my God, man. How else should I introduce him, man? How else should I introduce him? By Mr. Clutch Time Dani freaking Olmo. Once again, a beautiful pass to Lamine Yamal. In the 6th minute, Lamine Yamal takes on the keeper, Iñaki Peña. Beautiful, beautiful play. Open net, scores. That's just Lamine Yamal. That's what it needs to do, man. Be clinical, that finish, and not just the game, and not just shit Olmo. I mean, what game are you watching? You think Olmo was shit today? What are we talking about? That's a beautiful pass. Lamine scores. Wow, insane. And you know what? It's not just the goal. He was relentless the whole game once again, bro. And I'm seeing this a beautiful, beautiful goal. After that, he puts in a beautiful goal in the second half when we needed it most, to the one and only Marcus Rashford, who scores the 3 goal. He scores the 3rd one at that point. That was an amazing, amazing moment in that game where we scored the 2-1. The 3-1, I'm sorry. The 2-1, the 2-1, that was after so much, right? Because I already talked about the Álvaro golazo, man. John Garcia had nothing to do on that one. It like literally hit the post and it went in. That's how far away it was from even becoming anything. But at that point, it was 1-1, and then the 2-1 was once again Fermin Lopez, who gets the assist on the second goal, right? This Fermin Lopez get the assist on the second goal. Excuse me, that was Frankie de Jong on a chance that honestly he should have had it, bro. He should have had it. By the way, let me shout out the King in the Making, bro. King in the Making. Everybody who's the super chats, I'm gonna address them in just a second. Big up to King in the Makings. He sent 5 Barça Volume gift memberships. By the way, guys, check out my membership post because I've created a WhatsApp Coolers Inner Circle. Become part of that during games and during any day. You guys can join the WhatsApp group by becoming a member. So if you receive the membership, shout out King in the Makings for that. And just be on the lookout. You can now request to join in the WhatsApp Inner Circle. There's about 10 of us there right now, which is a pretty small group, and it's I kind of like it, to be honest. So you guys can be part of that, but you guys can also, for everybody watching, 346 people of you guys right now, there's a link pinned down in the comments. You can literally join the Discord at this right now for everybody. That's the Discord is for everybody. The Inner Circle is for the members only. So big up to King in the Makings for that. By the way, let me address the super chats, man. Okay, here we go. On 19th, $5 holla, brother. Thank you so much, my guy. I appreciate you. Nah, it's all gone, bro. He's just it's all gone, bro. He just improved while playing with it. He's still not as explosive. Open your eyes, brother. Okay, yeah. I mean, we can agree to disagree. Let's see. But thank you for this. Thank you for the donation. All right. So Kev 411. Thank you for the $5 holla, my brother. I was happy with the game, but Rashford should have been clinical with that goal against the goalie one-on-one. Good to be a Barcelona fan. Yes, it is good to be a Barca fan. Marcus Rashford should have had a hat-trick as well in the second half. After Rashford missed that chance, by the way, I was thinking like literally, can somebody finish in this team? Can somebody put a goal away in this team? There's no way we have 30 shots on goal and we're winning this game 2-1. Please, somebody, please. Elche, big up to Rex for the donation, brother. Rex says Elche thought they were Bayern playing this open. Yeah, no, it's suicidal to play us like this, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it's suicidal when you're playing us like this. You cannot do that. But as I was saying, what happened? It was Frankie de Jong had a very nice chance, but Frankie de Jong, he can't take shots to save his life. He cannot take shots to save his life. By the way, guys, like the stream. I hate to be asking you guys this, but there's more than 300 people here. I should have 100 likes. Come on, guys. But this is what I was saying, man. Frankie, that's a beautiful pass from Fermin Lopez, and he was just literally in front of the keeper and actually decides to just do like a 360 turn around, pass the ball to Ferran, and Ferran Torres, to his credit, this one time he almost missed it again, by the way, but he ends up scoring a pretty nice goal, pretty nice finish finally, right? What a surprise. 1 out of 10 chances, Ferran Torres can score 1 out of 10 chances. But Jesus Christ, man, I was kicking myself, but at least I was like, well, I guess we put that one in the bag. It was 2-1. And Barcelona at that point, and then we went to the half, and Elche had they came out in the second half a little bit better than they were in the first half. They actually had better chances to score. They were missing sitters, and people in the Discord were like, well, at least I can see that that Elche is missing sitters as well. Like people were saying that. Like I was like, yeah, I guess that's the silver lining, that at least, you know, that the Elches are missing sitters as well, because they literally could have tied the game. That's how suicidal we were. I mean, we could have dropped points today, guys. Like we literally could have dropped points today. By the way, I do apologize. Or the super chats, you can't really show. I guess. Hold on. Let me fix that, the occupancy or whatever. How come the super chats are not visible? I don't know. I'm gonna fix this super chat thing, by the way, guys, so that I can highlight everybody. But big up to King in the Makings with another donation, man. I appreciate you, man, for the $5 holla and those membership, brother. We honestly need an alpha striker in our team, full of nice guys, and we need that 90s bully up front just to just bag. Haaland will cook for us. Bless up. Thank you so much, bro. I 100% agree with you. Dude, even Victor Osimhen, bro. Victor Osimhen will score like Eto'o. Victor Osimhen will score like Samuel Eto'o in this team, bro. Like I'm telling you, even him will be better. Even him will be better than what we're looking at right now. But let's see. Oh, I got a $10 holla as well, man. Emmanuel de la Cruz. Emmanuel de la Cruz says, Rafinha needs to stop giving passes to our striker. They are not up to the task. Lewa is too old, and Ferran is just, well, Ferran. That's just the best way to put it, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. Ferran, Lamine was great today. Frankie and Rafa were good as well. Dude, Frankie de Jong had arguably the best game of the year. Frankie de Jong, claps in the chat, guys. Claps in the chat for Frankie. Frankie, bro. What a way to step up without Pedri, bro. What a way to step up without Pedri Gonzalez, man. That is the kind of performance that we need from Frankie every single time, bro. Every single time. That entire first half, dude, I'm with you. I was like, fuck, man. God damn it. Somebody score. Somebody please score a goal, man. And nobody could. We could not find anybody was clinical here. Yeah, Frankie cooked. Of course he did, man. That was a freaking masterclass. And we are going to get into player ratings. We're going to get into the good, the bad, and the ugly. And guys, man, one thing I do want to say, though, Lamine Yamal in that second half, he put this team on his back, man. There was a couple chances where he was dribbling one-on-one and he went inside. When he put that pass to Rashford, that's the dagger right there. Once again, Lamine Yamal working on the right. He is back. Lamine Yamal's prime is back, bro. He's learning how to play with the pubic, or the pubic is away. Remember, Messi had it, and he learned how to play with that thing or whatever. I don't know. I didn't even know how to call that thing, but Lamine Yamal, man, that play right there was beautiful. Now, not everything is perfect about Lamine Yamal. Sometimes he abuses the Trivela passes. Sometimes he's trying too hard, trying to be the extra mile. Bernal was excellent today. We're gonna talk about every single player in just a minute. Trust me. And that, to me, was the difference in the game. At the end of the day, guys, let me show you the table right now, because Barcelona, it is a great time to be a Barcelona fan, and Barcelona is at the top of the table. And remember, guys, let's not be so critical of the team. Let's not be so critical of the team right now, because, listen, did you guys know that that Elche, they only lost one game at the Santiago Martinez Stadium. They only lost to Villarreal 3-1. They only lost to Villarreal 3-1. And by the way, I did predict it a 3-1. So big up to this guy who is going to move up in the standings in the Chaos chat or whatever. So Barcelona has 55 points and 51 points to Real Madrid, who plays tomorrow, which, by the way, we just put the pressure back on them. That's exactly what we needed to do, and we have done it. We have taken care of business. At least, guys, let's be critical where we need to be critical, but let's also be positive where we need to be positive by that same logic. And listen to this. Barcelona now, 2 victories in a row, 3 if we count the Champions League, and Real Madrid plays Rayo Vallecano tomorrow, who, by the way, if they dare to drop points against Rayo, man, it is over, bro. It is freaking over. I am telling you guys, it is basically over. But at this point, man, Barcelona has taken care of business. Not everything has been perfect, but it offers clarity. And you know what? There's one saying that a wise man told me once. And a wise man told me this. And remember this for the rest of your lives, guys. I heard this about 10 years ago, and I never forgot it. I'm giving you this nugget right now. Nugget of wisdom. People will show you who they are. Believe them. People will show you who they are. Believe them. And that's just something that I heard and just resonated with me a ton. And the reason why I'm saying this is because Ferran Torres, bro. I'm saying this because of Ferran Torres. I'm literally, like, he's showing us he can't be the starter. He's showing us he can't be the number one. he can be the number 2. And by the way, we should start negotiating with Ferran Torres for him to take a pay cut because he's not good enough to be the number 1. If he doesn't want to take a pay cut, guess what? In the summer, Lewandowski out, Ferran Torres out. And the one reason why I'm saying that is because if he doesn't want to take a back seat, be a sub, be on the bench. And if he doesn't want to take a pay cut, then we are through, brother. This is Barcelona. We cannot afford to jeopardize games like this. Today, Elche could have scored in the second half to start in like the 50th minute. I wrote it down in my notes. If they would have scored that goal, we're looking at Ferran Torres. We're looking at Fermin Lopez. These chances, we cannot be missing, man. We cannot be missing these chances. I am sorry, but we cannot be missing these chances. Anyway, guys, on 19s with the $2 holler once again, man. Thank you so much, brother. We need to investigate our finishing coaches, bro. Bro, it's on the players, bro. Bill Parcells used to say it's a very famous coach in the NFL and football. I'm a big fan of football, NFL football, by the way. And Bill Parcells, one of the greatest coaches ever in the history of the NFL, said this. J-A-G. When they ask him about a guy, he would just say J-A-G. Just another guy. You know what, man? Ferran Torres, I am sorry, brother. You are J-A-G. And once, you know what? Once the great David Villa said, you are better than him, you are making him look like a fool. You are making David Villa look like a fool, brother. Because he said you are better than him. And look at David Villa. He's finishing. How clinical was he in so many crucial moments for us? And you have made a fool out of David Villa, brother. Because he said you are better than him. And now what? What is this? Emmanuel de la Cruz once again with another $5 holla, brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you very, very much. We need to stop trying to control the ball in front of the goal. I understand in the midfield, not there. Just shoot the goddamn, for God's sake. 1,000%, bro. 1,000%. I agree with this take so much. Frankie is a big problem with that. He's one of the issues is that he just takes too long and he never wants to take a shot. Let's see. Ferran Torres is the most useless striker ever. I mean, he scores goals. That's the frustrating thing with him. Ferran Torres caused my heart to pain me so bad it's been hurting. And can you imagine what's going to happen when it matters most, guys? In the Champions League and in finals and things like that. That's ridiculous, man. Thank God both Rafinha and Koundé are not injured. Yeah, we're going to check on that in just a second. Villa said that about Ferran Torres. Yes, you can look this up, dude. It's on video. You can look it up on YouTube. You can look up Villa said Ferran Torres is better than him. He literally said Ferran Torres is better than him. It's like, bro, you're making him look like a fool. You're making him look like a fool, brother. That's just the plain and straight, man. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous, man. But guys, like the stream. There's still 315 people here. Help me get to 150 likes right now. I appreciate you guys. It is time to get to player ratings. It is time to get to the good, the bad, and the ugly, guys. And you guys know the drill, right? You guys know the drill. Let me see if I can increase the visibility of the chat. I want the chat to really, really show right now. Yeah, I want the chat to really, really show. All right, let's see. I want the chat to really. You guys know the drill. I am going to suggest the players. I'm going to be talking about the players, and you guys are going to give me the grade 1 on a scale of 1 to 10. What letter grade are we giving Joan Garcia, guys? Joan Garcia was good today. I don't think he had any issues with the goal that we conceded. It was actually near post. It's a great, beautiful finish. He actually had 2 chances where he actually saved us from conceding another goal. I thought he had 2 good saves today, and I thought he was very, very solid on the ball. There was a couple times when Elche was pressing up high, They were pressing, eliminating spaces on the wings. They were eliminating spaces on the fullbacks, and Joan Garcia was connecting with Fermin Lopez, with Ferran, was connecting with Dani Olmo at times. So he was getting us out of trouble, out of a high pressing situations. Those are the things that nobody mentions about Joan Garcia. It looks like you guys wanted, some of you saying 7, some of you saying 8. Joan Garcia gets a 9. I think an 8 out of 10 performance is actually pretty good on Joan Garcia today. 8 out of 10 is actually very good. Let's see. I cannot stand Ferran. Hey, all 19s, man. With the $2 holler once again. Would you start Hassama over Ferran? Let me cook. Not yet, bro. Not yet. Not yet. Come on, bro. I appreciate the donation, bro, but that's too early. Too early, man. Don't do that. Don't do that kid like that, man. Don't do that kid like that. He's not ready. Anyways, so 8.5 lowest. Okay, bro, I can probably agree with that. I might be a little on the nitpicky side here. I'm gonna stick with 8 though. I already said it. I don't want to backtrack on that. I think 8 is pretty fair. What letter grade? What letter number are we giving Koundé? I thought Koundé was good offensively. Defensively, he still leaves a lot to be desired. I thought today Valera was actually doing pretty good job, and Martinez, right? No, the goal scorer Alvaro, right? Alvaro was having. Oh, shoot. All right, let me just. Alvaro today, I thought Silva actually. Sorry, it's Silva today was actually really good, and I thought he was being had on that left side too many times. Once again, he can't defend, he can't offer much offensively, but offensively he was a little better than normally. So I'm still gonna stick with a 6 out of 10 performance. Some of you guys are saying 7, some of you guys are saying 6, some are saying I think 5, isn't it? Someone said 5. Actually, no, 6. Yeah, I think 6 is very adequate for Koundé. He's still not it, man. He's still not it right now, and that's actually very concerning in my opinion. What about Cubarsí? Cubarsí, according to FootMob, Cubarsí has a 6.4. Man, I'm actually pretty surprised. The goal that we considered, I think it was a highline issue. Once again, they did break the highline beautifully. That was more credit to Elche than it was against Barca. I thought that was actually a very nice play design. One player was offside, and everybody and the player was coming. The Alvaro was coming from onside position. I do see 6.5s in the chat. I do see 7s. I am going to go with Cubarsí today, a 7.6. I thought on the ball he was good. I think he was just fine. He wasn't really. I think there was one play where he almost made a mistake, but he was able to get up, and when he was on the ground, he actually blocked the player from taking a shot. So I thought he was fine today. I'm gonna stick with Cubarsí with a 7. I'm gonna do 7. A 7 out of 10 performance for Cubarsí. Nah, man, 6. You guys are saying 6. I mean, if we are within 1 point, we shouldn't be too outraged, to be honest. If we're 0.5 to 1 point, it's not really. We're splitting hairs at this point, right? Eric, let's do Eric now. I thought Eric was the better center back today. Eric was all over the place. Eric is a stud, man. Thank goodness we have Eric in our backfield. Thank goodness we have Eric as a player. Beautiful game today. Actually, very clinical on the ball. He was making great decisions every time on the ball. He was amazing. The build up. I think Eric just needs for his ability. I feel like Eric needs to have more progression passes. I think Eric needs to be watching film on Inigo Martinez. I literally think the most underrated thing for Inigo Martinez was progression passes. I used to do like match analysis. I used to do like highlights, like the how do you call this? Like tactical analysis, right? I don't know if some of you guys remember when I used to do that. Progression passes was like the thing that Inigo Martinez used to do. And I feel like Eric has the makings of doing that. He has to watch a lot of film on Inigo Martinez because he can literally be an Inigo Martinez on the ball. Maybe not such a warrior defensively, but he should be looking at. I would be telling Hansi Flick, you know what, man? Have Eric just look a bunch of film on Inigo Martinez, bro. We need to sign Eric, mask, and slap the 100 million release clause. Negreira 10 out of 10 performance. Just kidding, bro. Come on, man. What did Negreira do today? Nothing. All right, so yeah, Eric Garcia gets an 8 to me. I do agree with the chat with the 8s. Let's do. We need to resign Inigo. I know, bro. Even Inigo said he wasn't ready to go another season full throttle. Yeah, Father Time is undefeated, bro. Unfortunately, imagine if we still had Inigo, bro. If we still had Inigo, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, let's do Balde today, guys. Woo! Balde, bravo. Bravo. Mona Lisa today, man. Mona Lisa, bro. Mona Lisa. Balde today, I'm giving Balde. Oh my God, he was cooking. He was definitely cooking. Perdomo and was cooking. Guaver, right? He was having his way, dude, every single time. And one thing you can see with Balde the whole time, right? The whole time when you can see Balde when he goes through the middle, he's on the let's say he's on the sideline at the half, and he does this thing when he steps up in between two defenders and he goes right through them with speed and he goes right down in the to interior line and he's looking for the likes of Lewandowski, Ferran, or Lamine Yamal at times. He actually gave Lamine Yamal like 2 passes at one point that actually I thought they were beautiful passes. Lamine Yamal took a shot, on the other one he crossed it and we missed the chance. I thought Balde today was one of his better games. If Balde play like this, it unlocks so much for us offensively. One of the reasons why offensively we were very good was because Balde was good in that first half. Balde had a lot to do with it, guys. I'm telling you guys, beautiful, beautiful game. Amazing game by Balde today. Some of you guys are saying 8.5. I see 7s, man. Man, come on, man. You guys are too harsh. 7? No, man. 7.5. No, that's too low. Too low. I'm going to give Balde today. I want to say 9. 8.5. Balde 8.5. But it's on the higher tier of 8.5. I'm almost going 9. If he would have had an assist, if he would have had something that would maybe taking better shots or something, I do want to say 9, but I'm going to stick with 8.5 today. Most definitely with an 8.5. I think that would be more adequate. So now that was the backfield. I feel like we're going pretty slow, aren't we? Now let's go with Dani Olmo today. Dani Olmo, what a way to step up. Okay, Dani Olmo wasn't perfect, guys. When I am clapping Dani Olmo, I'm not clapping Dani Olmo because he was perfect. He missed a sitter. He missed 2 chances. That one of them was a sitter. The other one hits the post. Unfortunately, could have been a little more to the right. That shot that he knows how to do very well. He could have had the same goal, but he hit the post once. He was actually very, very good creating, having that quality on the ball. The beautiful pass to down the seam, the through pass to Lamine Yamal in the 6th minute. That's a beautiful thing of beauty, man. That's a thing of beauty. Dani Olmo, beautiful, great vision right there to get that goal. That should have given us an easy win. After Olmo give that pass and Lamine score, that should have been an easy win. The fact that we went back to letting them score, oh my God, it was infuriating in so many levels. Some of you guys are saying 6, man. Man, some of you guys are so you guys have an agenda on Olmo or something, bro. Olmo today was good. Olmo today was at the very least an 8. I'm gonna do lower end of that because he missed a sitter and he hits the post, and I'm so done with post, man. Balde. Some people, you guys are saying Balde. You guys must be watching like behind. But Dani Olmo, an 8 out of 10 performance, bro. 8 out of 10 performance, Dani Olmo at the very least. Now let's do Frankie. Masterclass in the chat, guys. Right now, Frankie masterclass. That is what a masterclass looks like. I am not going to be deluded here. I'm not going to be deluded here. I am going to give Frankie de Jong his flowers, even though he only had 1 assist. If you think Frankie did not have a great game today, might as well pack it up and just watch the final score, or just watch the highlights after the game, because you have to watch the game to be able to say the kind of game performance-wise that Frankie de Jong had today. The beautiful pass to Rashford, the one-on-one that he missed as soon as he came on the pitch. Beautiful pass on a silver platter. And Rashford missed it, bro. That's another assist. Assist number 2. Assist number 3, down the seam to Lamine Yamal. Beautiful pass. That should have been a goal. Assist number 3. Another pass to Ferran Torres. Assist number 4. And Ferran Torres, with that header, what was that? Hits the post. He should have assist number 5. Frankie de Jong had a performance of a lifetime. The only problem is we just kept missing every single chance. But Frankie de Jong was amazing today. He was Mona Lisa, bro. He was amazing. He was in 10 out of 10 performance. I'm not even gonna go as far as to allow anybody to say 8. I'm not gonna allow. I'm gonna allow 9.5s. I'm not even gonna allow the staples of the world with the 9s. Dude, 9 is too low, bro. I'm telling you guys, dude, football isn't just GAs, man. You have to watch the kind of performance, carrying the ball, looking for spaces, exploiting the space, the vision. Dude, that guy was on something today, man. 10 out of 10 performance for Frankie de Jong. Arguably the man of the match. You know what? I'm between Lamine. Lamine gets the goal. Did Lamine get an assist today? I think he did get an assist. I guess he didn't get the Rashford one, but that's technically an assist, right? If you watch the game, you know that's an assist. Yeah, I think man of the match, I'm gonna give it to Frankie, bro. I'm sorry, Frankie should have had 5 assists today. He should have 5 assists. If you want to go Lamine Yamal man of the match, I'm fine with it, bro. I'm splitting hairs here. I'm basically nitpicking at this point. It's a beautiful problem to have when you can't pick who should be the man of the match. That's how it should have been. You know how it should have been? It should have been Ferran a hat-trick, Lamine masterclass, and Frankie de Jong a masterclass. And we should be arguing who should be the man of the match. But here we are, right? Now, what are we doing with Fermi Lopez? Man, Fermi Lopez, actually, I'm disappointed, man. In that first half, Fermi Lopez missed a sitter. Fermi Lopez missed a wide open net goal. That was 2 chances that should have been 2 goals by Fermi Lopez. And I'm actually quite disappointed because his numbers are staggering. The numbers for Fermi Lopez, the numbers that he's putting on right now are so great and so staggering right now that right now, Fermi Lopez, he should have had a goal or 2 today. Unfortunately, today, I do agree with the chat. 5 out of 10 performance for Fermi Lopez. I think he could have been better. He could have been much better. And actually, on the ball, Olmo was miles better, actually, I thought. And he had a few chances where there was one time where in the first half, when then I think Koundé had got a great ball recovery, gave Fermin a nice pass. Fermin was wide open, exploiting the space in the middle of the field, and he tried a through ball. That was crazy, man. It was a 3-on-3, and he tried a through ball way too early, trying to find Rafinha down the left. And it wasn't even close. It got intercepted, and we turned the ball over. You got to let it marinate, bro. You got to let that marinate. Exploit the space. Wait for a defender to come into you and defend you to open up a spot where Rafinha can run to, and you can hit him in stride, and that's a one-on-one. You got to be smarter than that at the end of the day, man. But Big Up Dali's in the chat. He's saying 2031. Dude, I'm happy that Fermi Lopez is here. I got to call it out. I got to criticize the man when he's not playing great. And I'm actually quite happy that he renewed his contract. I don't care if it's 2031. I'm actually I'm actually happy. I mean, it's just today. I mean, he's been balling out all these other games. I do agree with the chat, by the way, with the fives. 100%, man. 100% with the chat on this one. Now let's talk about Rafinha. I got interesting thoughts. Is Rafinha healthy? Because he did not look healthy to me. I don't think he was good today. I mean, he comes out. He comes out in the halftime for Rashford, but even at the beginning of the game, I thought Rafinha was actually playing a really bad football because he had two balls where one of those two, he actually was trying to pass it back to Olmo, and he ended up passing it back to Elche instead. And there was another time where he actually tried to dribble past a player, and he turned the ball over. Like he looked like Vinicius on that play in the 5th minute. He did have that other one play where he actually took a player 1-on-1. He did the nutmeg, right? The nutmeg, and he goes inside the box. The center back comes to the rescue, and he tries to take on him. And instead of trying to move, like he takes a shot or a cross. I don't know if it was a cross or a shot, but it went out. Like it looked like it was a deflection. And no, it wasn't a deflection. It was just a terrible shot. And at that point, I was like, oh, man, dude. I'm like, dude, Rafinha, what are we doing here? Like, he looked really bad today. Like, I'm not going to lie. When he came off, I was actually calling for him to get subbed. Because I'm like, he's probably injured, or I'm hoping that he didn't pick up a knock. And because he left the pitch at halftime, now I'm thinking, did he pick up a knock or something? And I'm going to check Barca times when we're done with the stream just to see if there's any updates on him. I wouldn't be surprised if he had picked up something because he did not look like he was 100% at all. But what are we doing with Ferran Torres, bro? A moment of silence. We have lost a good one, man. We have lost a good one. And that good one is Ferran Torres, man. A moment of silence for him, bro. Like I'm just gonna put it to you like this. It's just like I cannot believe it, man. A moment of silence for Ferran Torres, bro. Like, you guys know what I do with this type of performances, right? With this type of performances, I give him a deuce. Not a deuce as in 2 out of 10. A deuce as in shit. Not a deuce as in 2 out of 10. A deuce as in shit. You're single-handedly jeopardizing these teams in La Liga, bro. You're jeopardizing us in La Liga. Because what if Elche scores in the 50th minute? I wrote down, Elche missed a sitter in the 50th minute. I wrote it down in my notes. I'm looking at Ferran. If we miss that one, I'm looking at Ferran. If we don't pick up 3 points today, Ferran Torres is driving home. And you know what? I hope his car breaks down, and I hope there's no Ubers in Elche, and he have to walk back to Barcelona. That's just how pathetic he was, man. Just how pathetic he was. He's good enough for a bench role player. You are JAG. Let me put it in the chat so people know what I'm talking about. And just in case I'm not making any sense. JAG. And I'm going to say, just another guy. Everybody in the chat. Jag. Just another guy. Jesus, man. And people are going to say, oh, yeah, he scores. We're going to be looking at his numbers, and people are going to say, okay. Yeah, but Ferran Torres, look at the numbers. And look at the numbers that, let's look at the numbers that, for example, right? Let's say, let's compare him to Harry Kane. Or let's compare him to, no. Nobody's looking at just as the percentage, how clinical he is and how many chances he's missing. The percentage, conversion percentage is what I'm trying to look at. Conversion percentage. This guy should have so many goals. It's not even funny, bro. It's not even funny. I am gonna give him a deuce, and everybody already knows the definition of deuce. And people will bring up other players who are playing better and say, "Well, Ferran Torres get the goals, Yeah, watch the games. Watch the games. How many times should he have a hat trick? And oh, people can say, "Well, he scored today." Yeah, exactly. He scored today. Watch the game. Watch the game. I'm done ranting about Ferran, bro. I'm done. I just want to be positive. It's Saturday. I don't want to ruin my weekend. I don't want to get my heart rate going. I still have to record the post game, the post match reaction or whatever. So seriously, I just don't want to talk about this guy anymore, man. Lamine Yamal, guys. His prime is back. His prime is back. Woo! Slavia Prague. Last game. Bicycle kick. An assist and a bicycle kick. Last game, Slavia Prague put the team on his back. No, went down the right. No, gave he gave Lewandowski an amazing tap in. Lamine Yamal working down the right. Beautiful pass from Dani Olmo. Lewandowski closed it in. He takes a shot from outside the box, closes the game out. Bada boom. Slavia Prague Copenhagen go home. Right now, gets a chance. First chance he gets, go home. Scored a goal. Should have had an assist to Rashford, but it gets deflected by the defender, so nobody gets the assist. Rashford scores. And that's all she wrote. Lamine Yamal today, 10 out of 10 performance. Beautiful game. I absolutely loved it. But guys, please like this stream right now. I got 140 likes, 244 people here. By the way, if you're not subscribed to the channel, guys, subscribe right now. I am about 400 subs away from hitting 9K. I'm going to have my first anniversary in February 4th, which I probably will be streaming live, by the way. It will be a celebration. It will be a celebration. It will be a moment to celebrate. February 4th, I'm most likely going to be streaming live as a celebration for this channel's #1 anniversary. And that might be a call-in show in case somebody wants to call in and talk to everybody and talk to me. And then, I may just do a call-in show for that February 4th. But I do want to say, please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to see if I can reach 9K by my first anniversary. So that'll be a gift from you to me, and it doesn't cost you anything. Volume, I feel like we're dropping points tomorrow. Kevin. Don't jinx it, bro. I know what you're trying to do, man. You're trying to jinx this feeling. I hope you're right. God, please, I hope, Kevin. I hope that you're right, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I just do. Okay. So some people are saying here. Okay. So Ghost 3902 says Lamine Yamal better than Frank. Lamine Yamal is better than Frankie's 10. So Lamine Yamal is still man of the match. I agree. Okay. I can concede. I'm looking at bigger picture with Frankie. You're looking at Lamine for what actually happened out there, which is true. I'm saying though, Frankie had hypothetical assists. Lamine Yamal actually had the actually had the performance. So, but like I said, guys, it is time for the good, the bad, and the ugly. And oh, you know what? Let me just mention a few players off the bench real quick, and I'm gonna try to be quick on this. And if you guys want to grade him, then that'll be great. That'll be great. When Kevin asked, when did you join Football Mania? I probably had like 800 subs, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I probably had like 800 subs back then. But it's been a long journey, bro. A long journey. Okay, guys. Marcus Rashford. How many players are coming off the bench and have this kind of impact for Marcus Rashford? He's an automatic signing, by the way. I know some people in the chat are going to disagree, but if you're looking at from the standpoint of somebody can name me a player in the second that can come in off the bench, right? Name me a player that can come off the bench and impact the game like Marcus Rashford does with speed. Even at halftime, I was saying, we need somebody who can exploit the space that Elche is giving us a ton of space, and Rafinha's not taking advantage of it. We completely ask. You see what I mean? 4s in the chat, 5s in the chat. Dude, Rashford gets so much hate, bro. Like, I'm telling you guys, Rashford, you guys, we're being too hard. Marcus Rashford was a 6. See, even a 6, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the 6. But like I said, you guys are very critical. Because, okay, I'm frustrated that he missed the one-on-one. But I'm going to tell you, I had zero confidence that he was going to score. I had zero confidence that he was going to score. And maybe that's my issue. But when I'm looking at Rashford, I look at Rashford as somebody who can come off the bench in the second half and offer me something. I know when he comes on, something different will happen. Now, he may be missing. He may be taking crosses. He may be giving you an assist. He may exploit the space. But he gave Elche so much more problems than Rafinha ever did in the first half. So let me start with that. If we're getting Rashford for 25 million euros, and he takes half, and if he takes a half pay cut salary, I'm keeping him. 1,000%, I'm keeping him. I don't care how many of you hate him. He has a problem with the lack of pressing. Yes, I agree. But when he's not coming on as a starter, that becomes a little less important, right? So when he's coming on in the second half, it's because we need a threat. We need someone to stretch the pitch. We need someone to attack the space. I think for what he offers, name me one player. Let's say we get rid of him. Name me one player that will come in at the price that we would pay for him, and he would have his output. Just everybody in the chat right now. Whoever thinks that Rashford is a 4 or is trash or whatever, name me one player that can come into this team as a role player to come in the second half and have the same output that we're getting from Rashford. Look at what happened against Copenhagen. Okay, he came on. We saw we were having issues against Slavia Prague. We were having a ton of issues with size. Rooney Bargi was looking like a kid amongst boys. He came in the second half against Slavia and was cooking. It was absolutely relentless in that first half, in that second half against Slavia Prague. And that's coming off the bench. I understand the pressing thing. I understand the defense thing. But sometimes we're not asking for him to play defense. We're actually asking him to play offense. And that's the thing. That's the thing for me. I'm not asking for him to start. I'm asking him for him to come off the bench. And as a bench player, I think that he's got what it takes. Anyway, Marc Bernal, I'm happy, bro. I'm happy, bro. Yeah, in terms of grade, did I not say the grade? I'm going to give Rashford a 7 out of 10 because he missed the sitter. 7 out of 10 because he missed the sitter, but he did score a goal, bro. He did score a goal. But that's the second time he come off the bench and scores goals. Marc Bernal gets an 8 out of 10. I'm happy, guys. You know what? It's a great time to be a Barca fan. It's a great time to be a Barca fan. Man, dude, Marc Bernal is back, bro. Marc Bernal is back. If he's back, he's a problem. An absolute problem. He is going to be a problem for a lot of teams in the league, man. For a lot of teams in the league. I'm giving Marc Bernal today an 8 out of 10 performance. 8 out of 10 for Marc Bernal. I'm happy what I'm seeing from Marc Bernal. Very smart player. The way that he does the 180 thing, when he spins around, and one thing that Bernal does very well is when he sees two defenders behind him, he's very twitchy. He makes a subtle move and gets a foul, and that's his way to getting out of trouble. He'll make a subtle move, and then look for contact. Boom. Get the foul every single time. He gets the foul every single because he's fast, right? So I'm definitely loving what I'm seeing from Marc Bernal, bro. I think he's back. Lewandowski with the it was perfect for me. Start Ferran for 60 minutes. Bring on Lewandowski in the second 62nd minute. I thought Lewandowski gets an incomplete, bro. I don't think he did anything, and that's the thing, bro. I feel like Lewandowski in the first half would have had 3 goals, bro. Lewandowski would have had 3 goals in the first half. I'm going to give him an incomplete. Just an incomplete. Ronald Araujo gets also an incomplete. not enough minutes. Mark Casado, not enough minutes, incomplete. But Lewandowski, I guess we should rate Lewandowski because he played a lot of minutes. Yeah, Lewandowski 5. I agree with that. So, guys, it is time for the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I want to ask you guys to one more time, please like the stream. There's 245 people here, and subscribe to the channel and become part of the Discord community already. You can do that as we speak. The link is pinned down in the comments in the chat. Anyway, guys, my good today, I'm going to have 3 players on my good list. It's going to be Lamine Yamal, Frankie de Jong, Lamine Yamal, Frankie, and that's it. I think that's it. I think that's about it, because I think those 2 players were like literally hands down the best players. What letter grade are you guys giving Hansi Flick? I forgot Hansi Flick, bro. What letter grades are you guys giving Hansi Flick? Hansi Flick, I will give Hansi Flick a 9 out of 10 performance. I thought he was composed. He was very patient today throughout the whole match. He was very patient. He had the best lineup I think he possibly could have, and I love the fact that he started with Frankie, Olmo, and Fermin. I thought that was actually very smart. I actually did agree with Ferran over Lewandowski, to be honest. But now we saw what Ferran did was such a stinker, man. And I thought Flick was actually really, really, really good. All right, so let's see. All right, so my bad today. My bad was the defense. The defense, once again, getting that goal conceded. I think it was more good Elche, but still, the high line was a problem. But to be fair, Elche had a high line as well, and it was getting crushed. Barcelona was crushing this high line, man, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. When teams play us like this, it's almost like if team play us in this type of style of football, it's almost like it plays right into our hands. This is why it's so crucial when we can beat teams that play us with the low block. That's great, because we can beat teams that play us with low blocks, and we can beat teams that play us punch for punch like Elche did. It was suicidal. They were lucky this game wasn't 5-1 at halftime. That's what I'm gonna say. Now, as far as the ugly for me, it's finishing, bro. It's insane to me that Barcelona has bad finishing, and we scored 3 goals today, and we're the best offense in La Liga. And imagine if we had a Harry Kane, bro, somebody who can finish chances like this, somebody who can score for fun, bro, like Harry Kane, like Mbappe, right? If we had a player like that who was finishing, imagine we still scored 3 goals today, 3 goals. Against Slavia, we struggled. We scored 4 goals. Against Oviedo, we struggled in the first half. We scored 3 goals. So many chances, bro. It was not offside, bro. It was actually onside. One player was offside, but he was not part of the play. But my point is, my ugly is the finishing. It's not sustainable. We have to be more clinical, and Hansi Flick has to be with Ferran Torres all game. Finish plays, practice all day long, bro. Because he's jeopardizing our hopes. What if Elche would have scored, man? I still having PTSD, man. What if they would have scored, man? I would have been done with the game, bro. Yeah, Elche goal was a good goal. It was a good goal. So that was my ugly. But guys, man, thank you guys, man, for being in this post-game show. Dude, I went an hour, dude. I was going to go 45 minutes, man. One thing I want to tell you guys, I am going to redirect. I'm going to redirect you guys because I guess Omar is doing post-game shows as well. And he's going to be doing them. Like right after my show, which is actually pretty smart. And he rates his watch-alongs. And then I'm gonna start rating my post-game show to him. So it would mean a lot to me if you tune in with him, and you tell him that you Barca volume raid or why not. That will be awesome if you guys can do that. But you guys don't forget to join the Discord. Don't forget to become a member if you want to be part of the Coolers inner circle. But Barcelona takes care of business once again on a Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. And Barcelona is at the top with 55 points, 4 points ahead of Real Madrid. And we are waiting for the Rayo Vallecano game tomorrow. But guys, man, be on the lookout for my match reaction. Is going to be fireworks, 10 to 15 minutes with you guys. And guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. And as always, Visca el Barça.